Okay, hello. Tell me, Chi, in picture A, what job will you match with that picture?
Picture A is a nurse.
Very good. Khanh, picture B.
B is can it,
Sorry, can you
fitness
repeat that?
birth need
Try again. He's holding a microphone and telling a story.
Story personal assistant.
Let me put the... Which one do you think it is?
Journalist.
Yes, a journalist. Okay, Yenchi,
Yes,
picture C.
I think is police officers.
Yes, police officer. Very good. And the last one, Tichi, D.
Yeah, is teacher.
Yes, very good. Well done. Okay. Complete the descriptions below with the jobs from exercise 1. Use your dictionary to help you. Okay, so Khanh,
One is police officer.
yes, police officer. Number 2, Yenchi.
Yes, is journalist.
Number 3, Tichi.
Is a nurse.
Khanh,
Volunteer.
Yenchi.
Um, what is personal assistant?
Okay, a personal assistant works for one person. So try again.
Businessman.
Yes, a businessman. And the last one, Tichi.
Is a nurse, a teacher,
A teacher, yes. Very good. Okay. Right. What do you do? Write a short description of a job you have. Okay, so you don't have jobs yet, but if you could do something one day, Kanhung, what job would you like to do?
I would do a doctor.
Okay, so write a short description. What do doctors do? What do you think?
I think in the future I will choose doctor to do because I want to help many people if they don't have money, and I will help them don't you don't get paid.
Okay, Yenchi, what about you?
Yes, I want to be a larger like my father. I think being a larger can help people to find their justice for them. I want to be a person who can help the society.
Okay, and Tichi?
I want to be a doctor too because I want to earn a good salary and want to help people who don't have a lot of money.
Okay, very good. Right. Read the different reasons for applying for a job below. In your opinion, which ones are important to you for your next job? Okay, so let's start with you, Kanhong. Which one of these would be the most important one?
Uh, to help people,
Okay,
to work flexible, or to work in a modern office.
okay. How about you, Yenchi?
To earn a good salary, to help people, to work for a well-known company. Yes.
Okay. And last but not least, Tichi.
I think is to earn a good salary, to work with different people.
Okay, just that.
And work for a well-known company.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna find this.
Track 40. 1. I'm a police officer and I work different shifts each week. My job is to keep people safe. 2.
I work for a national newspaper. I interview people and write articles. I'm a journalist.
3.
I help my patients every day. I work in a hospital and I'm a nurse.
4. I work as a volunteer. I work with animals and I have to look after them every day. 5.
I'm a businessman and I work in the city. I work with different companies and I make lots of money.
6.
I work in a school and my job is to help students pass exams. I'm a teacher.
Track 41. A.
I had a part-time job at the company and I really enjoyed it. My boss and my colleagues were professional but very friendly. I applied for a full-time job in my final year at university and I got it. The job is well paid, so I'm earning a good salary. And I also travel to lots of different countries. It's an exciting job.
Okay, Yenchi,
Yes.
which speaker, A, B, or C, had a part-time job?
Is A.
B.
I work as a personal assistant at a very well-known company. I love my job. I got my job last year. I worked here as a volunteer to get work experience. I really enjoyed it, so I wrote to the company director and asked for a job. I use my languages regularly and I work flexible hours.
Kanhung,
1B.
why 1B?
Because it's human language and word to the company director.
She spoke to the company director. Let's listen again.
I love my job. I got my job last year. I worked here as a volunteer to get work experience. I really enjoyed it, so I wrote to the company director and asked for a job. I use my languages regularly and I work flexible hours.
So try again.
Is B. For B.
Yes, she worked as a volunteer.
C.
2 years ago, I worked as a volunteer in a hospital because I wanted to help people. I went to university, but I worked at the hospital each summer. I didn't want to travel the world, so I applied for the job. Now I'm earning a good salary, and it's my dream job.
Okay. Tai Chi?
C.
Yes, very good. He worked in the hospital during the summer. Okay. Take this away. I'm going to play that again. Yenchi, I want you to listen to A. Hung, you listen to B, and Tai Chi, you listen to C, okay? And then we're going to underline the correct words.
The job is well paid, so I work in a school, and my job is to help students pass exams. I'm a teacher.
Track 41. A.
I had a part-time job at the company, and I really enjoyed it. My boss and my colleagues were professional, but very friendly. I applied for a full-time job in my final year at university, and I got it. The job is well paid, so I'm earning a good salary. And I also travel to lots of different countries. It's an exciting job.
Okay. I had a part-time or temporary job.
Part-time.
Oopsie. I volunteered or applied.
Apply.
The job is well paid, so I'm earning or saving.
Earning.
Very good. Okay. Hung?
B.
I work as a personal assistant at a very well-known company. I love my job. I got my job last year. I worked here as a volunteer to get work experience. I really enjoyed it, so I wrote to the company director and asked for a job. I use my languages regularly, and I work flexible hours.
C.
Okay.
Uh,
Company or office?
company.
To get work experience or a qualification?
Period.
Experience, work experience. I use my languages or I travel the world regularly.
Use my languages.
Yes, very good. I work with.
Flexible.
I work with different people or I work flexible hours.
Different people.
My job last year. I worked here as a volunteer to get work experience.
Oh,
I really enjoyed it.
sorry.
And I really enjoyed it. Job in my final year at university, and I got it. The job is well paid, so I'm earning a good salary. And I also travel to lots of different countries. It's an exciting job.
B.
I work as a personal assistant at a very well-known company. I love my job. I got my job last year. I worked here as a volunteer to get work experience. I really enjoyed it, so I wrote to the company director and asked for a job. I use my languages regularly, and I work flexible hours.
Okay. Tai Chi?
C.
2 years ago, I worked as a volunteer in a hospital because I wanted to help people. I went to university, but I worked at the hospital each summer. I didn't want to travel the world, so I applied for the job. Now I'm earning a good salary, and it's my dream job.
Okay. 2 years ago, I worked as a volunteer in a hospital because I wanted to.
Help people.
I went to university, but I worked at the hospital each summer. I didn't want to.
Travel the world.
So I applied for the job. Now I'm
Earning a good salary.
yes, very good. Okay. There's a difference between jobs and work. My brother has 2 jobs. He works in a cafe and he works as a fitness instructor. So that's specific. Jobs, cafe, fitness instructor. It's difficult for people to find work in my country. Work is a general description, which means it can be anything from a teacher, a doctor. Work is hard to find, okay? Let's see. Okay. So we're going to go back to the previous one where you said you wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer, and a doctor. Khan, I want you to tell me about that job again and then think of these questions, okay? So when you tell me, you answer those questions. But we're going to talk in future. So I would really like to become a doctor one day. Where would you like to work? Where would you like to work? In the clinic, in the hospital, in a local hospital, overseas? Where would you like to work?
In a hospital.
A local hospital or overseas hospital?
Local hospital.
Would you like to have it as a full-time or a part-time job?
Would like to have a part-time job.
Okay, and why would you like to be a doctor? Why do you want to be a doctor?
To help people and have a good salary.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to tell me about the job. I would really like to. Just read that for me.
I would really like to become a doctor one day. It would be nice to be able to work in a hospital so that I don't have to move away from my hometown. I don't want to be there full time, so I would prefer to be a part-time doctor to have more free time available. I want to have people earn good money.
Very good. Okay, thank you. Tai Chi.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so you want to be a lawyer. Or a doctor.
I want to be a doctor.
Okay, so like I did it with Kanhong now, can you tell me by using these prompts?
Yes. I want to be a doctor.
Where would you like to
At
work? In a local
a
hospital
modern
or overseas?
in a local hospital
Why?
because I want to because I want the hospital is near my house.
Okay. Would you like to work as a full-time doctor or a part-time doctor?
I want to work at a full-time job.
Okay. Okay, and why do you want to be a doctor?
I want to be a doctor because I want to work with different people and I want to help a lot of people.
Okay. Yenchi,
Yes,
your job?
I want to be a lawyer. In the future,
Okay. Where would you like to work?
I want to open my own large company.
Yes, where? In your hometown or?
In my hometown.
Okay. Would you like to work full-time or part-time?
Since I want to be a steady job, not full-time or part-time.
A study job.
Yes.
Okay, so and why do you want to be a lawyer?
Because it help people and earn good money.
Okay, that was very good. I'm happy with that. Let's look at the next. Read the rule and look at the table. Then read the interview below and complete the gaps with the correct form. Okay, so have to. There is an obligation or requirement to do something. I have to. Okay. He, we, you, they have to, had to, don't have to, don't have to. He, she, it has to, had to. Okay. What do you do? Kan-hung, I'm a manager. I work for a
well-known international company, so I often have to travel.
So I often have or had?
Have.
Have.
Yes.
So I often have to travel to different offices around the world. Tai-Chi, did you have to get any qualifications or do any training for your job?
Yes, I did. I had to complete 3 training courses.
Thankfully, I
Didn't have to.
Okay. Thankfully, I didn't have to revise for any exams because the assessment was an interview and giving a presentation. Yenchi, do you have to wear a uniform or smart clothes? You can do number 4 and 5.
I don't have to wear a uniform, but I have to wear a suit for meetings.
Okay, Kan-hung, do you have to work long hours? Yes, at the moment I need to work hard to complete a project. What does your job involve? Can you do 6 and 7?
Well, I had to meet a lot of I had to meet a lot of people.
Had or have?
Huh.
But I?
But uh don't have to
Speak different languages. Tai Chi, because we all speak English. I often
have to prepare reports.
Very good. Okay. Mm.
Track 42.
What do you do?
I'm a manager. I work for a well-known international company, so I often have to travel to different offices around the world.
Did you have to get any qualifications or do any training for your job?
Yes, I did. I had to complete 3 training courses. Thankfully, I didn't have to revise for any exams because the assessment was an interview and giving a presentation.
Do you have to wear a uniform or smart clothes?
I don't have to wear a uniform, but I have to wear a suit to meetings.
Do you have to work long hours?
Yes. At the moment, I need to work hard to complete a project.
What does your job involve?
Well, I have to meet lots of people, but I don't have to speak different languages because we all speak English. I often have to prepare reports or give presentations.
Okay. So now they want us to answer the questions about your job. I will come back to that one. Let's do number 12 first. I want 6. Yenchi, I want you to do up to here. And Hung, I want you to... And then Tai-Chi, I want you to do the last 2, okay? I really like my job. Yenchi?
I work for a part-time managing in a university.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. I applied.
For the jobs last year, and then I had to go for an interview with manager.
Okay, Hung, we talked about my work.
we talk about my experience and why I wanted to work uh as the university.
Why I wanted to work
For
for the university. Okay, so 1 cannot be 4. The university department is very...
well known. Well now.
Tai-Chi. And I
And
wanted
I
to...
want to use my language and meet new people. My job isn't well paid.
Well paid.
but I don't have to worry about money because I live with my family.
Okay, very good. Now, Yenchi, number 1.
I think number 1 is for and number 3 is as.
You can't say, I wanted to work as the university.
Is I work as.
I work as a part-time manager in a university. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Because I work as a manager, but I work for the university. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Tai Chi. Read the part 3 questions below and underline the key words. Okay, so Tai Chi, in number 1, which are the key words?
Is finding a job to your parents.
The keywords. Keywords are compare, experience of finding a job to your parents' generation. Compare, experience, job, generation. Okay?
Yeah.
Can you try number 2 again? Or number 2?
Is many people.
Okay, so
Think
they're asking for your point of view. What do you have to tell them about? What is your point of view? What do you have to tell them about? Yenchi, can you do number 3? Okay. Hung, can you do number 3?
I think no. People work less now than in the past because I think nowadays we have robot and some device, and yes, in my opinion, people don't work more now in the past. Yeah.
Okay. So this question is asking to underline keywords.
Yes.
Okay. So try number 4.
Think company needs office work there, work from home. People work from home.
Yes. Okay. So read the part 3 questions again. What are the questions asking you to do? Chi, which question wants you to give your opinion on an issue?
I think it's question 3.
Okay. And if I ask you to compare past and present? To compare past and present, which one would you say?
Is lesson number 1
Yes.
and number 3.
Yes, very good. Number 1 and 3. Now, if we look at the first one again, to give your opinion on an issue, which 2 would you say is that?
I think it's number 4. Yeah.
Number 4 and 2, because your point of view is your opinion. It is what you think. Okay. Right. Read the example answer below. Which question from exercise 1 is it answering? Okay. So this is an answer to one of these questions. Let's fill in the words first. Oh, wait, I'm going to have to play the sound again, and then we answer the question, okay? So let's listen first.
Track 43.
That's an interesting question.
Yenchi,
Yes.
that's in.
Um,
Did you hear?
I can't hear it so small.
Small, okay. It's on its loudest. Let me just play it again.
Speak different languages because we all speak English. I often have to prepare reports or give presentations. Track 43.
That's an interesting question.
Interesting.
Yes, that's an interesting question. Very good.
Let me think. I definitely.
Hung8a, let me.
Company.
Let me.
T.
Let me think.
I think that work experience is an important way to learn about a job. I studied business for 3 years and I graduated with honors. Then I got a good job, but it was really hard work and tiring. I suppose that your first
Chi?
I support that.
job is always difficult. I learned lots in my first year there, but my course did help me. For example, I understood lots of basic points about business and finance. There are pros and cons. Work experience is an excellent.
There are pros and?
On.
cons. Do you know what pros and cons mean? Positive and negative. There are positive and negative aspects to it. Okay, now if we look at that, Kanhung, which question in part 1 do you think he is answering? Which one is he answering? If you look at the highlighted part,
I think right.
1, 2, or 3, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Mm. Two.
Yes, it's 2. Okay, very good. Listen, guys, that's all we have time for today, unfortunately. Are you all happy with this lesson?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I'll see you again next time. Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.
Yes. Bye bye, teacher.
Goodbye.
Bye, teacher.